All right. To complete the components for the SmashBook, right? You can see we've got 3 of the squares here. They're black. They're all folded with what we call valley folds, meaning they're going in, and the folds going in the opposite direction, those are called mountain folds. All right. So when this all gets assembled together, you're basically recreating 3 squares folded exactly the same way, and then you're alternating one of those, which would be the middle one, so that when you attach your colored pencil techniques, you can then squeeze this together. You could see it's like an accordion. You squeeze it together and it comes down to that small square size. So each of you guys are going to start with the 3 black squares. All right, and you're going to do the same thing on each of them as far as folding goes. So for the video purposes, I just took 3 manila colored so you can see the folds a little bit better. Each one of these 3 you're going to fold with a plus sign. So they're going to fold in the same direction. So best way to do it so you get a perfect fold, a clean fold, is I like using a ruler, and I put it up against it so it butts up against. Now, I'm going to fold it this way first. So I'm going to fold it into quarters. So I'm going to fold it in half this way. So if I put this up against the ruler, I get a nice clean edge, and I can see that I'm even. See, that's not even. Right? That's not even. That edge isn't even. So when I fold that over, I want to line it up corner to corner, press in the middle, and then I'm work my finger back, and if it's up against the ruler, work my finger back and then work from the middle out to crease it, just like that. Okay? You can see it's even. Now I'm going to open it up. That gives me a valley fold here, right? You can see the valley. Now I'm going to fold it the other direction to go the same direction with the fold. Okay? So I line up the edges, I put it up against the ruler so it's square, and I pull that middle out and crease it. So now I have 2 clean folds going in the same direction this way, and they're both valley folds like that. I need to do that for all 3 pieces. So I'm going to do that now. You definitely want to make sure that your folds are crisp. So I just went over it with my thumb. So that gave me 3 squares, all valley folds. Now what I need to do, I need to flip all of them over so that they become mountain folds. And now on all 3, I need to do a fold diagonally. So right now the folds are mountain folds. I need to do a valley fold diagonally, which is the opposite direction of those, and I can't use the ruler now. I just have to very, very carefully line up the outer corner, and same thing. Use my finger to pinch the middle and fold along the center of that so I have a right triangle. And now you notice the fold goes in the opposite direction of the ones that we did on the other side. All right, so make sure that's crisp also. And now watch, if I take this like this, you can see that it makes that kind of like a little cradle so that if I pushed it together like that, it creates one part of the SmashBook. So I'm going to do that again. I flipped it over so that the folds are mountain folds. Flatten it out, and I'm going to carefully fold the middle in to the corner there, pull it down to the middle, and slowly crease it out that way. Make sure that your crease is nice and tight, and then I can pick it up and I can pop it back that way, and you can see that that closes up nice and neat like that. So that's 2. Now I need to do the same thing on the third. Got to go corner to corner. From the middle, slide it out, nice and crisp. Okay? So that gives me 3 pieces of paper, all folded the same way. If I put them in diamond shapes like this, okay? I put them in diamond shapes like that. 1, 2, 3, they're all facing me. What I'm going to need to do now is I'm going to need to mark where I'm going to glue. So on the 2 outer ones like this, I'm going to put a G there and a G here, because that is going to get glued together for the third piece. But I need to take this piece. So if we look at these like bird beaks, right, little bird beaks like that, I've got the 2 bird beaks on the left and the right where I put the glue. They're facing me. I'm going to take this bird beak and I'm going to flip it over this way so it's facing away from me. Then I'm going to put glue here, and I'm going to attach carefully this piece right inside that fold there, and this piece right inside that fold there, so that all 3 pieces are aligned. Right, this is the reverse, but you can see it here. These 2 are facing in, this is facing away. So the glue is going to go glue stick on here, stick that down, glue stick on that, stick it down. It has to be inside the folds. Okay, it can't be beyond the creases that we made. So make sure that when you glue it down carefully so that it stays together. And the easiest way to do that is to have scrap paper down. I'm going to take my glue stick, and on the G that I have here, okay, I'm taking the glue stick to flatten this out, and I'm putting glue on that whole square. Okay, I've got my beak facing the other way. I'll line it up so that it is even and not beyond the valley fold there, and then just stick it down. Give it a minute to dry. Then, same thing on this side. I labeled that where my glue is going to go. Put my glue on. Alright, I got beak facing me, beak facing away, beak facing me, and I just line it up and glue it and let it sit. This is going to be the side that your colored pencil work goes on, so that when it closes, you can see, alright, once the glue's dry, when it collapses and closes, the glue isn't quite dry yet, so I kind of forced it, but collapses and closes down to a small square, and when it opens, it would reveal the colored pencil, just like you see in this example. Okay?